my sister asked me to send her a video explaining how to take a common card and make it into a box. And I believe she's going to be putting Karmels in her. Christmas cards are best for that. But this one I thought she particularly enjoyed. So you can take a look at that. It says a woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until she gets in hot water. The strength of women. And here I am looking for my scissors. I need scissors. So the first thing is to fold back and forth. Make sure you take your nail and crease back and forth several times, 5, 6, I don't know, something like that. And then we're going to cut it in half. All right, and you can decide how you want to fold it at this point. I had a friend who taught me how to do this more accurately. She was into measuring. No, marking pencils. No, I don't measure it. So first I decide, okay, what do I want on the inside? This is going to be on the outside. And then I think I'm going to put that on the outside as well. So outside, I'm going to put the outsides both pointing up. And I'm going to put the top on the top, the bottom on the bottom. Because when you fold this now, the inner part is actually going to be folded a tiny bit more so that the top will be the correct portion. Now, I look at my image and I decide I need one, either the top and bottom to be larger or the side to be larger. And this is perfect. This is how I usually like to do it. I make the top big and then the bottom big and then the side. So I'm going to get it like this. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to fold it. All right, you can't see me folding it, but that's all right. I will show you what I did. All right, so I folded it down, get my thumbnail and really crease it. Put some effort into it. Make sure it's very creased. Very creased. I just keep creasing it and creasing it. All right, so I got that one down. I need to match that on the other side. This is where my friend measures. I don't. I tend to use my thumb. Okay, it's up to the first wrinkle. No, really, this. Oh, okay, it is the third. Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Double check to make sure. Oh, you know what? I could have used the picture. Look at, I could have used the picture. Just tiny bit of the star. So I'm going to do that's too much of the star. A tiny bit of the star. And I'm going to. Oh, boy, one side's bigger than the other. That's the other thing I have to watch, is to make sure I do it so it's the same on both parts of the circle. So if you look at that, you can see this is a tiny bit smaller than that one. If you want to fix it, go for it. I think I'm going to try. I don't know what The easiest way to keep that from happening is to make sure these line up evenly. But not so bad. All right, so now I'm going to do the sides. And those I'm going to make smaller. I want it to be half or less the width of this one. So it's going to be smaller. So I'm folding it. And see how it's not creased yet? I'm going to take it. I'm going to crease that really, really well. Push down. Grunting does make it work better. Okay, so I got one side. Nice and creased. If you want to, you can do that. Be vicious with it. All right. The other side you want to mimic. You want to be about the same. So if I want to use my thumb, it's, oh boy, a little shorter than my nail. You know what? It's my nail. It's my nail bed, I guess. That's the thing. All right. So I'm going to do about my nail bed thing. And I've been doing this so long, I tend not to measure it all, but like I said, you can measure it if you want. Probably a centimeter. I don't know. All right, so now you got your box, right? Got it folded. And you want to look here. We're going to cut up the long one. So I'm going to cut from here down up to there. I'm going to cut the long so that I have a little wing. I have a little wing on the side. So I get my scissors and I'm going to cut up there. Oh, okay. And then see, it kind of goes back and forth. So I'm going to cut up the other side. Okay, same thing on this side. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cut up right up here. All right, and I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so now I can take my pieces apart. This one is going to be on the bottom, so it happens to be folded just a little bit so that it'll, when I wrap it, never mind, it'll be smaller. It'll go on the bottom. All right, so I take these little guys, these are little hands, and I go, hi, how are you? Pour it down like that, and then I'm gonna fold this up, and I'm gonna tuck in the extra and crease that with my thumbnail as well. And it makes a nice little cornered cap. Same thing with the other side. Take and fold these two in, fold that over, and I'm gonna tuck in the extra, crease it with my thumbnail, makes a nice little tucked in cap. Now, what really holds it tucked in is putting the bottom on it. So, once again, my friend liked to tape it or glue it. I don't. I didn't glue it. I was like, no, I don't want to do that extra step. I don't want that near my food, you know, because I put Karmels in this. I make homemade Karmels and wrap them and put them in, except for this one. I don't know what I'll put in here. Maybe I'll put Karmels. We'll see. I'm going to make some Karmels and sell them at a craft show. I think they'll like that. All right, I charge $5 a box. And there I did the same thing. I didn't show you again. All right, so I put those down, fold that over. It's easier when you put it down on the table. Crease it, crease it. All right, now this one is the bottom with the cute little butterfly on the outside. All right, and that's gonna go in my top. So I sneak those in and put those little corners, push these little corners in. All right, and if you see right in there, it's kind of indented a little, but when it's filled with the Karmels, that kind of pushes it out. But here's my cute little box. It looks like it was made to be a box, and it is beautiful with the saying on it. I hope you enjoyed it.